Hi, I'm Michelle Brain and I am the Midwife Hypnotist. You know, in the hospital systems, they really like you to birth Monday to Friday and during the day. And the reason for this is that they don't want to pay to bring staff in for a C-section on a weekend or during the night. So the way that they have manipulated women to make sure that this all fits into their budget is inductions. They will ask you, look, it's Friday, it's Thursday, and you could have your baby today and be home by the weekend. This is the stories they'll give you. They'll tell you your baby's too small, too big, and we really need to induce you. And then what they do is they'll often use a Syntocin drip. Well, of course, the Syntocin drip starts the contractions and they'll turn it up every 15 minutes or half an hour, depending on the protocols for your hospital. And what that does is it makes the contractions a lot stronger than they would be. And of course, they come up, they're very quick to get stronger, and the baby doesn't cope with it. So it doesn't matter if your baby's not coping with it. Even if there's the slightest signs that your baby's not coping with it, they will continue to turn it up. And then, of course, bub gets stressed out and it will end up in an emergency Caesar. The other thing that causes the Caesars and other issues like forceps is that they will insist on you having an epidural. Look, we're going to induce you. These contractions are going to come really quickly. You're not going to get used to them. And so, you're best just to have the epidural. So then, of course, you have the epidural and you can't push your baby out because the baby's stuck because you haven't moved. And often C-section or forceps, episiotomy is pretty well 9 times out of 10 because you can't push the baby out. They need to pull it out. So they will tell you to have an epidural. They also, I find so often, is midwives, a woman will come into birth, she's scared, she's frightened, she is highly suggestible because she's in that trance of fear. And so she comes, she's screaming, the midwife will look at her and go, oh my God, she's not going to do this. She's not going to be able, we'll get her some pain relief. All the doctors will say the same thing, just get her some pain relief. So you go and say, look, how about we get you an epidural? And of course the woman goes, yes, highly suggestible. She'll just say, yes, yes, yes. And so then she's already on the track for intervention. That intervention of the epidural, and then it continues and continues and continues. So remind yourself that when you go into the hospital, you are in a highly suggestible state. So have a partner who's going to have your back. Have a partner who's going to suggest to you that you can do this yourself. And turn off to the hospital system because they want you to have your baby during the day, during the week, where it suits them. And when they're in control of it, having that induction, getting it over as quick as they can so you can have your baby and they can let their staff go home. So really consider your options and know that if you go into your positive trance and your partner has your back, you turn off to all that. You just do it your way. Check out my new course, Birthing in Trance. A link is attached to this and you will understand what I'm talking about. See ya.